everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched Orphan Black. The episode was called Newer Elements of Our Defense. And in this particular episode, we see Mark is in desperate need of Sarah's help because he was shot in the leg, and of course Sarah wants nothing to do with fishing the bullet out of his leg, but she does. And it's so funny what she says. While she's helping him, she says, "Yeah, you must be one hell of a first date." And Helena is still cooped up by Mother and the other caster clones. And she discovers a way of escaping. If she actually kills one of the caster clones, he's being experimented on, and you could see his brain is exposed. And I thought, oh, why would you do that to your own creation? That is so ghoulish. And you really feel... Actually, I cried in this episode because I felt sorry for that particular caster clone. And she took away his pain. She stabbed him in the cranium. Well, not the cranium, but the brain. And immediately killed him. And it was humane what she did, because actually he begged for it. He wanted to die. It kind of reminded me of Simon in The Flesh when he was being experimented on, and he wanted to die, but he was already dead. Well, undead. But it was similar to that scene in the way it was executed, and just the whole unsettling, disturbing nature of it, and how grotesque and morbid it was to watch, just macabre. Of course, Gracie, she's accepted into the remainder of the Prolethean cult, and the only reason that she was let in is because she had a child, and sadly she lost it. And ooh, that woman, I just... I don't really get angry about too many things, but what she did was just really wrong. And I thought, well, you bitch, how could you do that? And I'm sorry to use that word, but there's no other word for it. She's just recalcitrant, just cruel, very cruel. And I was like, well, if you don't want to have anything to do with her, she'll find somebody else to help her. And I bet you anything that she's going to go to Sarah for help, because if you've watched the preview, it reveals that. Interestingly enough, Allison and Bobby, her husband, they're still in the business of soap, and she meets somebody that she dumped while she was in high school, and she didn't even remember him. And it's interesting, the interaction they have. I thought, oh, please don't tell me she's going to have the 7-year itch with him, because I really don't want to see her leave Donnie. I'm sorry, I called him Bobby. I don't want to see that, because I just think that Allison and Donnie are the perfect match for each other. And they've been through hell and back, quite literally. And Ramon is being more greedy about his product, quote unquote. This episode was very multi-layered and extremely interesting, and of course Cosima has her own part with her so-called lover. She actually was she wasn't even involved anymore, and Delphine, she seems to have her own agenda and be corrupt. She's corrupted. Let me just put it that way. She's the head of Dyad, the new Rachel, so to speak. And Felix takes pity upon her and goes and takes her to the pub for a few drinks and knock them back. And I thought, oh, that's so nice of Felix to do that. And then he puts her on Sapphire, which is a dating program for lesbians and gays and LGBT, I would say. And I thought that was kind of cool that they would do so, because I've never heard of Sapphire before. I thought, oh, that's pretty neat. I guess such things do exist in the world. Of course, I'm kind of naive about things like that. but now I know, and I think that's really amazing and interesting. He puts her profile on Sapphire, and he tells her, well, if you don't put yourself out there, then you'll never find the person that sticks in your heart and the person that you will come to love and whatnot, and you have to try. And I thought, yeah, that's true. Felix's wisdom, everybody. God love him. But I really like this episode. This is a very deep episode, and of course I think that the scorpion resembles Helena's conscious mind, and actually her underlining I don't know if it would be id, ego, or superego. I'm not really sure. I don't know if any of you other Orphan Black fans out there would wager a guess as to this, the only fact that she's able to see a scorpion, and I think it's because she's psycho, for one thing. It's just a really good episode, and I'm interested in seeing what happens in the next one. So until next time, bye.